Yeah, let's resume. Is my screen is visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's move on, day 3, right? So we have completed 2 hour session for in 2 hours. Then now this is a day 3 relevant. Means even though every day we are taking class, okay, its effective timing is like hardly 5 hours. So many of you people are working already somewhere. So aligning and adjusting your timing is different. So that is the reason even we started weekend batch. Okay. Okay, let's continue with the SAP FI. The major topics which we are listed here. Okay. What is the general ledger? That functionality of financial accounting that we have already discussed, right? What is the FICO means? FI, financial accounting. Regarding the day-to-day transaction that is relevant to money measurement concept. Okay. Wherever that monetary transaction is taken place, then finance FI is involved. Okay. General ledger. Before going to general ledger, so someone can tell me that what is the business transactions day to day? What is the business transaction you have seen in your life? Anyone? What is the business transactions? Forget about day to day, how you are spending your money.
By purchasing something.
Purchasing. Okay.
Sales and purchases, right?
These are all business. Tell me about your expenses. Once you received your salary, what you are doing with that?
Rent payment,
We pay rent.
electricity payment,
Rent, electricity,
bank interest,
Measurement is there. Measurement. Yeah, money measurement.
sorry,
Measurement.
what is the measurement?
We have the recording the books of meaning of the measurements.
Not sure. Okay. Any other expenses? See, your salary is not completed. Only for 2 things your salary is completed.
EMIs.
EMIs,
Trade transactions.
provisions. Next, many things are there. Cosmetics. Everything is money only, right?
Yes.
Clothes, toys for children. Traveling expenses.
Medical expenses.
Medical, restaurants, food. Being in a single, one household, how many transactions we have?
So many.
This is a personal layer, right? Personal household purpose. The same way, these are all business side. Rent means landlord, right? Electricity, vendor. EMIs means it's different. Even business have EMIs. So here that each and every transaction have a separate name. Am I correct?
Yes.
Yes.
The same nature, we can call it is a general ledger in a SAP. Means a unique number can be created. That number denotes that specific business transaction. Any confusion here?
Can you come again, sir?
Unique number, for example, rent. It's a number is 1000. Okay.
Mhm.
I can give here itself. This number is 1000. This is 1001, 1001. Okay. So each and every transaction type have a one unique number in SAP system. So whenever you want to make a payment rent, you need to choose this number in SAP to make a postings. So coming even, what are the financial statements you people are aware? Tell me. What are the financial statements?
Balance sheet, cash flow statement, income statement.
Balance sheet, cash flow, income
P&L.
statement.
P&L statement.
Next, funds flow statements. Next. So here, still we have a cash flow comparative statement, something different, around 5, 6. I know that in around 6 are there. Okay. So majorly in SAP, two statements are used. This is called P&L account. P&L means profit and loss account. BS, balance sheet account. Okay, keep in mind, balance sheet, this is called profit and loss account. So now let's start the balance sheet. Tell me, what items you have seen in the balance sheet? Left side, right side, there is a two sides, right? So usually people, confusingly they can tell us in a debit side, credit side, but balance sheet do not have a debit credit. They're always left side, right side. One side is a liability.
Liabilities and assets.
Another side is assets.
Assets.
Okay. Under assets. So initially we can discuss about business language. You have a money. You got an idea. Okay. Idea got finalized. Now you have a money like 1 CR. Okay. 1 lakh only. Huh? Even we do not have that much money. That's the reason I'm not able to enter this. Okay. So 1 CR you have money. So now you have decided to establish a business. So as per business entity concept, again I'm telling concept, sir, right? Maybe people are, I will give you that full list. We will discuss again the further what are the concepts are there. Business is business entity concept. What it is telling, anyone having any idea? Do not bother about, maybe you have, read this statement in intermediate or graduation. Forget about it. If you are aware, then you can okay. Otherwise, I'll explain. What is the business entity concept? No one knows? No problem. See,
Fundamental accounting is a principle to the starting, sir. That's why the business entity concept.
Mhm.
It is a owners and separate entity is the business entity.
Exactly. See, I am myself, I am starting my business. Okay. My business is Confident IT Solution. Right?
Yes, sir.
Even though it's my capital, everything set up, I only paid, but name is, the business is running with the name of the Confident IT Solution. What is this? It's an artificial name of the person, right? Artificial name of the firm. So it is running with the name of Confident IT Solutions, not with the Shiva. Okay. So now, as per the business entity concept, even the capital is yours, you are the sole proprietorship also, but you are running the business with a name, different name. Okay. So that is the reason business entity concept is telling that as a owner also liable. Means here we can keep it as a capital heading, right? Then under that, authorized capital, release capital, whatever it is, normal, ordinary shares, preferred shares, many things are there. Forget about all those things. It's not needed for, SAP consultant. Okay. Just understanding purpose. I have taken this, 1 CR. I'm not sure how many zeros are there. Please excuse. So here, after I brought the capital, then what I can do next? What I can do? So first, I need to establish a business somewhere in a location, right? Means office. What is the office means? Only land and building. It's needed furniture, computers, right? So I need to purchase. So then once I started purchase, for example, 20 lakhs I spent, okay, for fixed assets. So usually balance sheet starts with the, sorry, what is the form you have taken? First, cash. The same amount. Initially, this is the balance sheet. It is matching, right? Both the sides will be same. Concept is the same, right? Balance sheet. What is the concept? Balance sheet.
Tallying both assets and liabilities.
Both the side always should match. If it is not matching, when you are doing, graduation, something it is, you are not getting idea in exam, then roughly somewhere you increase the value, then match with the balance sheet. Right? If you genuinely you are giving that, balance, then you will not get a marks. Okay, forget about that. So now you have brought the cash, form of cash. That is the same is treating as per business entity concept you have mentioned in a balance sheet, that's a capital. Then you purchased fixed assets. Okay. Fixed assets like, furniture. Next, machineries, computers,
Land and
etc. Furniture 1 lakh, machinery maybe 25 lakhs. Okay, computers 1,50,000, something like. So now you spend this much. Now it is there is a difference between assets and liabilities. How much? 27,50,000. You paid for this, right? Then the value is reduced from here. Am I correct? You made a payment, right? It's not working. Okay. So the same minus entry I'm putting here. Okay. 27,50,000. Zero extra. No? Okay. Now it is matching again. Means it is the changes is happened within the asset side. It is not impacting in the liability. Okay. So then you are purchasing inventory. For example, it is like how much? Inventory. You can put 2,50,000. So then you need to make it. Okay. Only changes happen in the asset side. Why I'm telling this, all those things? Because we just understand the balance sheet. So then after inventory is completed, then here you have not yet made a payment, for example. Okay. If it is a cash transaction, then it's good. 2750. Okay. If it is a cash transaction, it's okay. It is adjusted from the cash. But it is not the cash transaction. So what will be happen? Monetary transaction is taken place. Still you have not paid amount. Where it is increased? Anyone? Confusion or do not have clarity? See, you are purchasing something, there is a two methods, right? Cash method, accrual method. Accrual concept. It's also concept. Principles and concepts, both are in accounting policies. Okay. What is accrual method? Something is taken place in a monetary value, whether it is coming into the organization or it is moving to out of the organization. That equivalent entry, double entry system concept. Debit must be have a credit. Okay. So when inventory is coming inside, the vendor must be created, right? Who is provided that inventory? Vendor. The vendor must be created. So all individual vendors outstanding balance, what we can call it as? Account payables and okay, 2,50,000. Now it is matching, right? Similarly, we sold the goods. Inventory got reduced. 2 lakh, only 2 lakhs is there. 50,000, we sold to inventory purchased on credit basis from XYZ vendor. Then it is increased in the AP. Okay. Similar way, you sold the goods. Customer. Okay. So for example, ABC customer. Then it's also credit sales. Then what will be happened here? After 2,50,000, you purchase from the vendor, still you have not paid. So that is account payable is got increased. Now you are sold to 50,000 rupees your customer. Okay. What it is showing? 50,000 is a negative balance. There is a balance. Means stock got reduced. 2 lakh only now available. Now it is matching. But what is this 50,000? Accounts payable, accounts receivable.
Receivable.
Okay. Like that way means whatever the P&L account, postings, expenses, revenues is coming up. Okay. That will be directly impacting your balance sheet. So end of the month in a legacy system other than SAP, you need to prepare a balance sheet by concluding. Means account receivable means not only single customer. It's a group of all customers outstanding balances which had to be collected from customer. That will be shown as an account receivable head. Single line. But if you go to that detail level, n number of customers are there. Thousands, lakhs of customers. So by collecting all the data, each dealer wise, each department wise, each location wise, it will take even my year-end closing will be delayed months. Nowadays in SAP, single click. If you click on the report, it will give the whatever the account receivable outstanding is there, whatever the account payables outstanding is there. Even formulas will come. So this is like each one also have a set of GL. GL means general ledgers. This is also having, for example, 2,000 is the cash, 2,100 is a inventory, 2,200 is a account receivable, 2,500 is a fixed assets. Okay. Numbering, these unique numbers are called general ledger. So when you are learned, commerce, general ledger means something like subsidiary ledgers, general ledgers, subsidiary ledgers, right? Subsidiary ledgers means account receivable, account payable, bank, whatever it is. Okay. So first we should focus on the general ledger. This is a unique number. Okay. Each business transaction have a unique number that is called general ledger accounting. Okay. We are just trying to explain you in a realistic way. Any question here? General ledger? You will get more comfort, going forward. Okay. So balance sheet account, we have two types of classification. One is assets, liabilities, and income statement also. This is two set of GLs. Under that, assets, liabilities. Here income statement, expenses, revenues. In real time, you may be, expand multiple layers, even assets, current assets, long-term assets, liabilities, shareholder capital, short-term liabilities, long-term liabilities, borrowings, debentures, whatever it is. Based on the business requirement, you can classify it. But numbering, each one have a unique number. So that is the general ledger accounting. Coming to the account receivable, we just have a short discussion, right? How it will be generated. For example, we purchased what is the double entry system and ikkada? Anyone can tell? For example, 10,000. As per the double entry system, what is the accounting entry here?
Purchase account attached to cash account.
So as per this here, I am not given full clarity. Now on credit basis. Now tell me what is the entry?
Purchase account attached to cash accounts.
You people still first, that is the reason I'm always using that explanation one way. What is that? This is the business transaction, for example. Okay, this is a business transaction. The simplest method I will tell you how to identify accounting entries. Okay, here first layer, step one. Identify the objects, right? What are the objects are there in here? Two objects. Each business transaction have two objects. One is inventory. Second one is XYZ. Right? Step two. Identify the account type. Do you know accounts that account types? What are the account types? Anyone can tell?
Personal account, nominal account.
Personal account, real account.
Nominal.
Nominal account.
What it is called? Accounting golden rules. Right? So, as per accounting golden rules, accounting, even SAP also same principles we are going to follow. Okay. We are enabling the system in such a way. So, this is must, knowledge is must on this. Personal account, real account, nominal account. Tell me the principles. What is debit? What is credit? Giver, debit. Receiver, who is given the benefit? Like that, okay. Who is given the benefit? Who is receiving the benefit? Right? What is the real account? Principal. What comes in?
What goes out?
What goes out? What is the final one?
Income and gains. Income and
And losses. Income and gains. Is that, accounting golden rules?
Yes, sir.
So here, step one, you have identified two objects as per the double entry system. Now, you need to identify what are the account types for this. What is that? This one inventory means, what is that? Which account type it is? Real account. What is there?
Balance sheet, that one.
Debit that is contains the asset and liabilities.
This is an asset. Asset means real account. Right?
Yes.
Then find the XYZ. What is the account type?
Personal account.
Personal.
Personal account. Now apply the rule, golden rule. Step 3. Based on this story, okay. Now XYZ is inventory and XYZ. What debit, what credit? Tell me.
Purchases account data to XYZ account.
Why again purchase account coming into picture?
Okay, inventory account data to XYZ account.
Yes. As per the real account principle, what comes in means we have purchased the inventory from XYZ. So here, inventory is the real object. So what comes in is the debit. So this is debit. Who has given the benefit? As per the personal account, who is given the benefit? Something is wrong? Who is receiving debitor? Inventory is coming, okay. XYZ. Think. Correct. Who is giving the benefit? Who is receiving the benefit is debit, I think. We'll check once, huh?
Real account is debit the receiver, credit the giver, I guess.
Debit. Real account is what comes in. Debit. What goes on
Receiver.
credit.
Huh.
Correct only.
Yes.
Both are correct, but this one only. Need to check. Okay.
Uh,
So means one is XYZ. Who has given the benefit? XYZ. This is the credit. So like this way, we need to apply accounting golden rules where and when it's needed, even in interview or even in your design. Okay, the respective GLs. So that is the reason it's an accounting golden rules are important part. Okay, so let's where we are in account receivable now. So in this transaction, first we can go to the account payable. So in this transaction, how it is generated, account receivable means first, account receivable. First, customer is approached. ఇక్కడ ఎవరు ఉంటారండి? సేల్స్ టీమ్ ఉంటుంది కదా. Okay, customer is arrived and asked for the quotation. Okay, then after agreement, then after sales order creation, goods delivery, okay, invoice, billing, or invoice, both are same. Customer invoice. Payment. So in this, once you goods delivered, okay, credit basis, right? So once you goods delivered, then on credit basis, okay, we can take an example also. Business transaction. Inventory sold on credit basis to ABC. Now tell me, what is the entries here? What is the, now we can apply the same, right? So what is the step, first step you need, you identified inventory and ABC both are there. Now step 2, what goes out is a credit, right? Who has a get a benefit? Benefit ఎవరు పొందారు ఇక్కడ? Who is the receiver? That is the ABC. It is the DR. Okay. This one also corrected. Okay. Now you can apply. As per inventory, it's in a real account. Wrongly given, huh? Okay. It's in a real account. Personal account. Okay. Inventory is a created, ABC is a debited because of he is the receiver. Right? So now, like this way, ABC, like in a ABC, we have sold the goods, means here 10,000. This is the entry, right? When you are reclassifying two subledgers, this is the day transaction. Then when you are reclassifying in ABC customers account, what you will write in there in ABC account, T accounts, right? You might be remember there is a T accounts, DR debit, credit. If it is an inventory account, this is a subsidiary accounts, right? So in ABC account, you can write to what is the inventory. Here is the credited, right? So inventory account, ABC account, you need to reclassify and maintain in the T accounts. So finally, whenever the customer account have a balances, similar customers, n number of thousands or lakhs of customers, the total outstanding balances will show into account receivable side. So that how we are going to configure that. So in customers groups, maybe foreign customer, local customers, one-time customer. What is the one-time customer? Means cash and carry. He can make a payment, means like nothing but, supermarkets. When we visit the store, even though we are repeating, means every month we are visiting the store, but they cannot maintain your records. They won't ask your phone numbers and all because they are not going to give a credit sale, right? So here one-time customer, cash and carry. Local customer, you are selling the goods in local market. Export oriented, foreign customers. Revenue will be different. So similar way, all the customer, for example, 10,000, 1,000, 1,500, here you have paid 200, whatever it is. All, one-time customer may not come into the account receivable. So that will be directly revenue. It will be posted in a revenue. Okay. When you see that, sorry. Okay, that equal. Okay. So this much is, account receivable, outstanding. Where it reflects? It reflects in your balance sheet, right? Account receivable. Similar way, accounts payable. It reflects in a balance sheet directly in SAP. In legacy system, other than SAP or, small, it may be it's not possible, it reflects, every day whenever you are enter the transaction. But in SAP, immediately it will reflect in your account receivable, account payable, balance sheet. As and when needed, then you can just click on, get the balance sheet report, P&L account report. Okay, that is called account receivable and account payables. Banks, what is the bank's operations? So why we need to maintain in our SAP system, right? Something means it is used for automatic payment. You are purchasing something like credit basis. Okay, there is a open vendor balances. Your accountant is on leave. When it's whenever you need to make a payment, or your manager on leave, approval is difficult. Preparation of check is difficult. Okay, so when you configure this bank, whatever the banks and accounts you are managing, part of business, you need to maintain in SAP system. Whatever the ICICI Bank, HDFC Bank, n number of banks, you have n number of accounts also. You need to maintain in the system. What is the use? That particular payment date. For example, credit limit, period. Anyone knows the credit period? What is the credit period? What is it? What is this credit period? Anyone? You are purchasing a provision in your local kirana shop. How many days he will allow? Everyone is there in the call?
For 1 month.
Yeah. So they won't give any specific date, but every first they will ask. Right? After you got a salary, you have to pay. Otherwise, he will come to your home to ask to make a payment, right? Or he will call you to your mobile number. Sir, your payment is due, not yet paid. 1 to 5th or 10th maximum. Right? So that is the local, shops. They are giving the credit period for 1 month. Even first day you have made a payment. Second day onwards you can again purchase. It's in 1 month. Credit card, it will give 45 days, right? 1 month is direct credit and 15 days is a payment credit. Similar way in business, the 45 days, 30 days based on the credibility of the customer. And limit how much amount we can trust that person or company to give a credit sale. Okay. Or in same can be applied in the vendor. The vendor has given to you like 45 days. In 45 day, you must pay the payment. Every day you are purchasing, but your vendor is given 45 days means every purchase, once it is reached 45 days, you have to make a payment. If you fail the payment, then your credibility and credit limit both will be removed. Means going forward, you cannot sell any goods on credit basis. You will ask the money every time. So automatic payment, boss, I have a idle cash in my bank account. That particular day, system has to trigger the payment. System has to prepare a file. That file can be sent to bank. Okay, bank can make a payments like our salaries on first day or last working day within a fraction of second differences. If you sit, all your colleagues are sitting, side by side, in seconds or minutes time gap, your salaries are getting created to your accounts. How it is happening? Because they are uploaded file in a bank system. Then system is identified from source which bank have a money. and target customers or vendors, employee also vendor for organization perspective. So it will disperse the money based on the file and what are the account number you have given, what are the amount you have given, okay, what are the bank details you have given, everything based on that, the bank portal, it will disperse the money. So that is the reason we need to make arrangements in a SAP system to avoid the penalties, delay of the payments. Okay, so that is the functionality we need to maintain in a SAP system that is called banks. The last one, but not least, okay. So fixed assets. What is the fixed assets? It's a balance sheet item, right? All these things, these four, it's a balance sheet. It reflects in balance sheet. What are the fixed assets? We just discussed.
Machinery.
So the fixed assets, like again, we have two types of classifications, right? One is tangible.
Tangible,
One is
intangible.
intangible. Tangible assets means where we can touch and see, feel. Okay, so that is called tangible. There again we have a classification. Land is separate segregation. Furniture is segregated separately, and buildings are separate. Furniture are separate. Machineries are separate. Construction in progress is separate. Means what we are doing here, classification, right? So that is called assets classes classification. In SAP, asset classes is nothing but the classification of the assets. Why we need to classify? Because we are going to apply the depreciation, right? So the depreciation key is given that based on nature of your asset, we need to apply the percentage of depreciation. How many types of depreciations we are going to follow? So even your books of accounts, you need to prepare. One is for your book depreciation purpose, your books of account purpose, your internal purpose. Second one is tax relevant. There is a policies. You can apply the depreciation percentages based on the government given rules and regulations. That is tax relevant books of accounts. The third one is an IFRS. It's nowadays every organization is have spread over across the globe. So you need to show the records, fixed assets related, IFRS based. Group reporting purpose. It's like, different, even costing requirement, multiple books of accounts we need to maintain for depreciation. And again, we have a ordinary depreciation, means every month we can run. Usually in a legacy system, every year we can run. But in SAP, even we can run for day based also. Okay, book depreciation, IFRS depreciation, these are all again based on the business requirement. We prepare the books of accounts. And the depreciation types, normal depreciation means standard. Ordinary depreciation we can call it as. Every month or every year what we are doing. Right? Special depreciation. Something we applied, something damage is happened for the assets. Then you need to apply different depreciations. So like that way, the depreciation classification. Ordinary, unexpected, something depreciation. Or unplanned depreciation. It's not planned. You need to execute. You have purchased the asset in the middle of the year. It's not planned. Like that way, we have a classification of depreciations. Then what is the depreciation methods? You people aware? Anyone can tell depreciation methods?
Diminishing method and
Declining, diminishing, straight line method, a year digit method, around 8 types of methods.
straight line method.
Yes. So basically, in SAP, we can use declining method and straight line method. Majority of the cases. Double digit, many things are there, but majorly companies are also using either straight line method or declining method, right? So methods means part of fixed assets, what we are going to learn, how we are going to apply, right? One is classification. Another second one is depreciation requirements, books of account. Third one is depreciation keys. Fourth one is depreciation types. So like that way, we need to proceed in SAP. Okay. So this is the general ledger related balance sheet and P&L account. So when we call it as a CO, we can call it as primary cost element, which is maintained in P&L account, that is converted to a CO requirement, that is called primary cost element. Whatever the GLs created part of CO requirement, internal allocations, that we can call it as a cost element or secondary GL. Account receivable, account payable, we have already discussed. So this is the flow. We have a, so without sales order process, with sales order process. Without means something, we directly bill to the customer. So they can make a payment in some time. There is no sale order created because, for example, water cans, in example, or power bill, right? Power bill, we cannot order for government. I need this many units for this month, right? So they will generate the bill. Then we need to make a payment. That is a vendor specific. Means this one, PO based and non-PO based. We never ask to the government to provide this many of units or even water bill also. Some kind of, directly booked in the part of finance only. Not needed any purchase, purchase department help. Here also, sales department help is not needed. Directly, finance itself, we can generate the bill and we can collect the money from the customer. Any adjustment postings, right? Any adjustment, something we sold the goods, there is a damaged good is there. Even so that damaged good, if you take it back, okay. So either you are collected back or disposed there itself after verifying it. But already you sent a bill by stating that 100% quantities. Okay. Now you need to adjust future payment. That is called credit memo, debit memo. It will be adjusted in the future payment. In the same payment or upcoming payment, you need to adjust that amount. Because of, so the damaged goods are, whatever it is, the reason. Yeah. So these are all sales order process. Quotation, agreement, customer purchase order means customer reference number, sales order creation, goods delivery. These will be discussed, detailed discussion will happen, FISD integration. This is part of FIMM integration. So while doing that FIMM, FISD, even we can learn basic SAP SD, basic MM. Means standard configuration we can do to look into that, our records, how it is reflecting. Okay. So this is how the invoice is looking, it's not SAP one. I'm just taken for example. Okay. Here, this whatever the fixed part. So the company name is there, it's not going to change every invoice, right? It's fixed. And logo also fixed. And only the thing, invoice number will change. Correct or wrong? The invoice number and bill to party, customer details are changed. But anyhow, it is called as a header. Means this is fixed for all these line items. Okay. So invoice number in legacy system, they might be a manual printed books or differently they are handling. But in SAP, system will issue the sequence numbers. How it is issued? Based on the number range setup. We can call it as in SAP number range. Document type. For example, legacy, purchase document, purchase return, sales document, sales return document. Okay, cash voucher. These are all printed in a different colors or they are handling in different way for the easy identification purpose. In SAP also similar setup is there. That is document type. When you see the document type, you can easily tell that this is the sales document. This is the cash payment, whatever it is. Each nature of the business, business what we can call it as business transaction. You can identify document type and number range. It will be system is auto issued sequence numbers. Okay, it's a combination of year and date. Okay, document date when the bill is generated. Customer point of view, when you have sent a bill. Vendor point of view, when vendor has prepared the bill and he has sent to you. That printed date of the bill, that will be called as a document date. Posting date, when you enter in the system, which date you needed. Even though you receive today, okay, so today you have done the transaction, but vendor has sent today, it is dispatched to you, it's a tomorrow. Tomorrow is a March 1st. You are entering into the March 1st. That is the entry date. But actually postings has happened, that vendor is issued today date, means February 28th. Means the posting date will be 28th of February. And document date also, that vendor is prepared on 28th date. So like that way, document date means it's printed on the bill. Posting date means which month it is relevant. Entry date, when you are entered in the system. It is an evidence. It is an evidence for the audit log. Okay, when you actually entered that bill. These are all, terminology of in SAP. But here, when you see that in the invoice number, this is called header. This is called line items. Line items means that article which you have sold or purchased. Okay, so this is the customer number, invoice number, customer details. This is the logo of your company. Okay, so here payment due 45 days credit limit means he will print is in 45 days. Due date also they can print. Yeah. So company, these are all invoices. Any questions? This we will discuss later. Okay. Any questions, Sandeep?
No, sir.
Even you can ask in Telugu, no problem. All are, if you are not comfort, continuation discussion. Wherever something you need to ask a question, you can ask in Telugu also. Okay, I will explain. Your comfortness is important. Learning, right? If you are properly learned that, SAP, then placing and execution, everything is easy. Okay.
Yes.
So that is about today's session. I can stop not presenting. I can stop the recording. First, I can stop recording.